Here, what are the levels we should be discussing today about crude oil? Okay, what had happened yesterday is that it was clear negative data for crude oil, and even then, as usual, crude rallied because of the demand concern. That is the what news have specified, but I don't think so. What will be the actual reason for that is that they announced some stimulus, I think, in America. Maybe that might have triggered some positive inflow for crude oil. Let's not get deep into that. And what is the levels, technical levels we should be focused on is that as usual, yesterday high somewhere around 34.20. So I'll just keep mentioning about 34.60, if I have happened to go long, say for example, maybe 2 to 3 days or holding position, I would suggest you to go long only after it closes on at least a 4 hour candle should close above 34.60, and you can just get into an entry one after it breaks that 4 hour candle close above 34.60. That will be quite a logical one because you can't get entry seeing this rally. No, you can't. First this high has to break for a bull ride to continue. That is somewhere around 34.20 has to break, and the support, the resistance region about 34.50 to 60 region, that has to break, and it has to close. After that only a strong bull ride to 35, 36, 38, and psychological level of 40 can be achieved. If it fails to close above 34.60, then again we can see a drop. Now what are the levels you should be watching out of on support side is that support recently it has taken somewhere around 32.80 to 32.90. This region you should be keep focusing because yesterday it was taking resistance over that region. And what is the next region you should be focused on is that once it breaks, then you can just look for a little support here, this region, 32.50. That is a very temporary one, and a strong one comes below 32.10. That is the region that will act as a strong one for some time. Then finally a strong bearish trend will come only if it closes below 30.80. Yesterday too I mentioned that a close needed, a strong bull ride to continue, a close needed below 30.80. That follow through breakout has not happened, so it has taken support, then it tried to go higher, and then market pushed even higher. That was surprising to me. I was expecting a fall from somewhere around $33 levels to it will get stuck in 32, 31. That was the range I was expecting, but once it this range gets broken, then that will act as a support for time being. See, even now if price comes to this range, it will give some quick up move. It will give a quick support in this region somewhere around 32.80 to 90. That will act as a strong resistance. For a bear ride to continue, it has to close below this, it has to sustain this low, and finally it has to sustain. So three major hurdles are in place. And what is the major hurdle you should be looking out for on upper side is that yesterday high 34.20, then a biggest hurdle somewhere around 34.50 to 60. If that two regions gets broken and closed, then you can expect a major fireworks. Let's see how this goes on. Today trend is somewhat I'm expecting it to be range bound because RSI is at 47, so it can take support at 40, it can take resistance at 60. That levels will kindly synchronize with somewhere around 34.20 to 33.90 or 80 odd levels, that region. And support region will get coincident with 32.80 to 90 regions. So once it breaks, then a retest will happen, and then the ride will continue on whichever side that's broken. So just be cautious with the levels which I given. and the trend is range bound. So if you want to play in the ranges, you can just go with the confirmation candle as low. Don't do hope trading. Thank you guys.